by the way, the wall is happening, folks, okay? Believe me. The wall is happening. And we're building samples of the new wall.
Cards Against Humanity Saves America! Coming out with a short series on Cards Against Humanity Saves America. You can see this is the first one. It actually says day one right here. So let's open her up. Oops. The first thing we have in day one is what is this? It is map United States and Mexico. This thing's huge. Rio Grande is Spanish for Rio Grande. Walls have been military obsolete since the invention of gunpowder. In Mexico, Mexican food is just called food. Trebuchets have been militarily obsolete since the invention of gunpowder. Mexicans would rather immigrate to Canada, but it's too far away. Donald Trump's real name is I am a bad man. We've got America. Cards Against Humanity Stops the Wall. We've got cards for our dumb president, Mexicans and Muslims, how easy it is to climb over a wall with a ladder, getting deported, guacamole, and they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some I assume are blank. We have official certification. This document certifies that you, the holder of the certificate, can help Cards Against Humanity buy 0.00667% of a parcel of land along the U.S.-Mexico border. This document further certifies that any attempt by the U.S. government to build a wall on this land will be resisted by the full extent of the law by Cards Against Humanity and its legal representation at Graves, Doherty, Huron, and Moody. Stamped certified Cards Against Humanity. We've got a letter. Dear valued customer, you're receiving this notification because your social security number has been compromised by Equifax Corporation. No, just kidding. It's us, lovable tricksters, Cards Against Humanity. Friends, America is in trouble. Everyone is asleep at the wheel. And we're the best hope you've got. Over the next 6 days, we're rolling out a campaign of shock and awe to save the American people, and also keep our brand relevant during the Q4 holiday season. Day one. As we speak, the federal government is working to pour billions of dollars into building a wall between the United States and Mexico, despite the fact that the wall has been militarily obsolete since the advent of gunpowder. We at Cards Against Humanity believe that when Trump goes low, we go lower. So we're going ahead and use the money to purchase a plot of vacant land on the U.S.-Mexico border, retain a law firm to make sure that a wall never gets built there. Enclosed the map of that land, a certificate of our promise to you, and a few new cards against walls. I love you, Cards Against Humanity. P.S. Since Trump's administration is committed to using 12th century military technology, we responded in kind by building a 30-foot trebuchet, a medieval catapult designed to destroy walls on the border. We paid 300 gold to increase its attack damage, so it's very powerful. You can see a video of a medieval wall machinery in action at Cards Against Humanity Stops the Wall. And finally, we've got Cards Against Humanity, 1970 North Elson Ave, Chicago, Illinois. Lot 11, Block 4, Tarpon Haven Subdivision, a subdivision in Cameron County, Texas. According to the map or plot thereof, recorded in Cabinet 1, Slot 316B and 317A. Map records of Cameron County. We, the law firm of Graves, Doherty, Huron, and Moody, PC, have been engaged as a legal counsel to represent Cards Against Humanity in order to defend against any and all attempts of the United States government to use its power of eminent domain to build a border wall on this land. Eminent domain generally refers to the power of the government to take private property without the owner's consent. The Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution places two limitations on this power. The taking must be for public use, and the government must provide the landowner with just compensation for the property taken. Typically, an eminent domain case will start with a request by the government to conduct a survey of the property owner's land to identify the location of the proposed wall. The government will then make the landowner an offer to purchase property necessary for the wall's construction. If the property owner does not agree to allow access to the property for the survey or to sell the land voluntarily, then the government may file a lawsuit in court to condemn the land. The property owner is entitled to notice that describes the property the government intends to take, legal basis for taking, and the government intended use for the property. The property owner may then file an answer objecting the government's right to take the property. The court resolves these objections and determines whether the government may take the property. If the taking is allowed, compensation will be determined in the trial, either before a jury or a three-person commission appointed by the court. Before the government may take actual possession of the property, it must deposit with the court the full amount of the compensation determined at the trial. A property owner may then appeal the taking and the amount of compensation to a higher court all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. The whole legal process can take quite a long time. Who knows, maybe longer than the current president will be in office. For however long it takes, we are ready for a protracted resistance to any attempts by the government to build a wall on this land. We will fight in court at every stage, using every available legal tool to make sure that the government follows all required procedures, respects the constitutional right that safeguard private property and due process of law, and pays the just compensation required by the Fifth Amendment. Yours truly, Graves, Doherty, Huron, and Moody, a professional corporation. William Christian.